Hello everyone, TheGlitched64 here, and welcome to a speedrun of Super Mario 64. This run is going to be doing a 16-star run, which essentially, for people who don't know what a 16-star run is, it is a run where you don't just collect 16 stars and finish, it is where you collect 16 stars and beat the final Bowser. You beat the final Bowser by using a couple of tricks that we're going to see obviously we're going to see it in this run, where basically you can use a series of wall clips and backwards long jumps in order to get to the final Bowser with only needing 16 stars. And I apologize, I'm going to have a drink on standby while I'm talking, because I'm going to be talking for 35 straight minutes, so I'm going to have something here to drink, because my throat has not been my best friend lately. But, yeah. I'm going to point out, tricks and how I like to do this. As of now, my way of collecting 16 stars might change, but, you know, the things I set in stone and talk about are always going to be the same. Now, this is the first trick. This is the Lakitu skip, or the Lakitu cutscene skip, where basically you long jump along here, and there's Lakitu. And usually Lakitu will come up to Mario and talk to him. You can skip this, however, once Bowser stops laughing. You can skip this by simply long jumping on that end of the bridge as you saw, but you got to be sort of as far away from it as you can. Mario's got to basically have one leg coming off it, off the bridge. You got to get that far off, and then you can skip the Lakitu. Just do what I did. There's some tutorials out there of this. Really easy to follow. I literally picked it up the first time I saw a tutorial, and I've gotten it every time since. It's really easy to pick up once you know it. What's not easy to pick up once you know it is this trick. I do not usually have this much trouble with behind Change Trump's gate, but for some reason I am. That's just, you know, that's just luck. There is a trick that involves a bomb-bomb, and throwing a bomb-bomb, catching a bomb-bomb again, and then using it to get behind the gate. I have never been able to successfully pull that off, so the method I do wastes about 10-15 seconds, but it's consistent. Trying to use the bomb-bomb and then failing in a marathon run like this would waste an extra 5 seconds, including, you know, the 10-15 I'm already wasting, so. But anyway, it's, you know, going to tell me that I got 1 star, and that I can go to a door marked with 1 star. And you know what, we are going to do that, and that was a failed side flip. There is a lot of fail in this. I was hoping for a sub 35 minutes, and obviously, as you can tell by the title, I was just shy of that, which is really annoying. But, yeah, as you can see, I only do 1 star in Bomb-Bomb Battlefield. This is because the stars in Bomb-Bomb Battlefield do take a long time. There's the Cooper the Quick Race, which you can't really lower the time on. You can do some things while he's running, but you can't really speed up the time on that. There's Shoot to the Cannon, which is, you know, kind of quick, but you have to do the Cooper star. So, basically, I like to get 10 stars, fight the first Bowser, and then get all my other stars in Hazy Maze Cave, and I think 1 star in Lethal Lava Land. And you're gonna see that. But basically, I got 19.9 on the slide. I'm pretty happy about this, because my best is 20 even. So that's actually the best time I've ever gotten on the slide, believe it or not, 19.9. There is a way to, jump off the slide and go onto the bottom part and get it in like 12 to 14 seconds. But, again, this is a trick I haven't mastered yet, so, you know, I'm not going to do that. I have been able to jump off the slide, but never back on the slide at a later part. I was just fooled to my death. Now, this time, I'm going to get the regular star, because as you saw, that star that we got was actually a star that you get if you do the slide in less than 21 seconds. This star is just the normal one you get for beating the slide. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually purposely going to get just over 21 seconds. I do this so that it doesn't play the cutscene of us getting the other star, because that would waste more time than me slowing down. See, if you get the time between 21 and 22, it only wastes a second or two, whereas having the star animation play wastes 2 to 3 seconds. So it's a really short amount of time. It's like 1 or 2 seconds you save, but Now the next part I'd like to go into, and the course I have the most sort of actual tricks in, so it's kind of fun to watch Whomp's Fortress. I do a lot of tricks here, but most of the time it's just me doing the stuff properly, just really quickly. As you'll see, you never really need the cannon in this level, however, I am going to open the cannon anyway. Now, believe it or not, that's the hardest part of this level. Getting up there. Now, what I like to do is long jump here and clip through the fence. This will basically take you from the start of the level all the way up to Whomp's Fortress instantly, so you don't have to go all around the level. That's one of my favorite. That's actually one of my personal favorite clips, Super Mario 64. Now, one I actually picked up while watching Awesome Games Done Quick was this trick, where if you ground pound while he's falling, you'll actually clip through the Whomp King. I can't remember his name. Oh my god. You know, the Whomp King. That guy. What I used to do is I used to side flip as he fell, so it was faster, but I mean, it wasn't faster than what I was doing here, obviously, but it was faster than the normal way. But every time you'd side flip and ground pound, Mario would be facing one direction, and then mid ground pound, he would face another direction, so I could never get off Whomp fast enough. And Mario would basically slide off, wasting like a second or two every time. So when I learned that trick, I practiced that for about half an hour until I could get it all the time. And it saves a good 5 seconds, I'd say. Again, here we have the hardest part of the level. Now, this one, I blame this on why I didn't get sub 35. I kind of clipped through the entire level instead of just the fence. This happens sometimes if you're not careful, where basically if you don't get it just right, you can just clip straight through the level. It is faster than hitting the slope and then sliding down the slope, however, it is still pretty bad because, you know, you've fallen out the level and died. So that sucks. What also sucks is I fell here. So I'm just gonna quickly back up. This star is not going well for me, and like I said, I blame this star on me not getting the sub 35 minutes I wanted. Because this is pretty much 20 seconds of waste right here. So hopefully next time I run this, I'll have sub 35. Well, actually, my new goal... I know you shouldn't have a new goal when I didn't beat my old goal, but, you know, my new goal after 35 is going to be 33 minutes. The reason why I got such a good time we're going to see soon, and, I'm actually pretty... as much fail as you're seeing here, by the way, that was an easy, triple jump to get onto an earlier platform, so you don't have to start from the first platform on the fortress there. The reason why I decided to not just hit reset instantly and not upload this is because the start of the run is a bit crap, but my, later on, with some of the tricks, I actually get them pretty well, you know, I do them pretty well, and it looks like a good tutorial sort of thingy, and hopefully this is a good tutorial for those tricks and how to do a 16-star run, which is why I'm recording this commentary, to tell you all the things I'm doing. Now, there are 2 stars here, Shoot into the Wild Blue and, Blast Away the Wall, sorry. I got Chip Off Whomp's Block and Blast Away the Wall titles mixed up in my head. But basically, both of these have been done without the cannon. Obviously, Blast Away the Wall, a bit harder than this one. If you do a specific sort of wall jump, you can actually get up here without the use of the cannon. However, I have not been able to do that in a time that's actually faster than just opening the cannon and getting the star. It usually takes me about a minute of fumbling around before I actually get up there, which is why I haven't optimized it in a marathon run yet. Or used it. Utilized it, not optimized. Utilized it in a marathon run. Because... things. Another reason why I haven't utilized it in a run is because I can use that cannon to get another quick star that I have never been able to get the other way. Now, I'm sure anyone who's watching the Super Mario 64 run is familiar with TheGlitched, and basically, I was watching his video of Blast Away the Wall, where he just gets up to the top there, sort of falls into the wall and grabs the star inside without blasting away the wall there. I've never gotten this trick to work for me, and from how quickly I can do this star, if I failed it 3 times, then it would have been slower anyway, which is why I definitely haven't used it in a run yet. But the cannon's already open, so, you know, might as well do it. Now, there was this... I used to get, there was another star I used to get in Womp's Fortress involving the owl. I can't remember the name of the star. Get into the Caged Island or something. And, I took that out of my runs because, I would fail it about 40% of the time. I still do fail it about 40% of the time. I use it the proper way. I climb the tree, grab the owl, and try and jump into the cage. And the owl's a bit of a prick, because when you get off him, he hits you and you sort of bounce back. So when you've lined up your shadow, you still sort of bounce back and fall, and it's really annoying. So, yeah. Now here's another slide that we're going to be doing on Cool Mountain. And again, it's a slide where if you jump off at a specific point, you can get to a lower part of the slide. However, I like to do the safer and more traditional shortcut that's actually built into the game, because why not? And, you know, it's quite fun to do it nonetheless. Now, there is a trick here that saves a second or two, and I'm going to perform it in a horrible way. Now, if you jump at just the right time and wall jump off this wall, it'll stop Mario from doing the stumbling thing. However, as you can see, I fucked up and actually went back inside the pipe. But basically, if you can stop Mario from hitting his head against the wall and then stumbling down, it saves you some seconds if you just wall jump and hit it back, like, hit back, and then ground pound or kick or slide. And, yeah, that was something I was trying to do but failed. As you can see, I just shot back into the tube, which, I'm finding all sorts of weird flaws to my, tricks in this run. But anyway, you are going to see a star in this world similar to, Fall into the Caged Island. However, I was stupid enough to, actually attempt it. We're not going to do that now, though. We're going to do a star called Wall Kicks Will Work. Now, the really annoying thing about Wall Kicks Will Work is that you got to open a cannon, and then you got to shoot into a very specific tree, and then you got to go through a very narrow path with some guys that'll make you go flying, or you can just kick down here, and, you know, just make your way here by, doing that. Now, the way to get down here is to, obviously jump off the ledge like I did onto the slope part, and then double jump and make sure you're just at the edge. Now, don't try and jump as close to the edge as you can, because there's a slope. And if you try and jump on the slope, Mario won't jump and you'll go sliding down. Don't clip the edge of the wall, because if you clip the edge of the wall, Mario will get knocked back and he won't be able to kick or slide away. He'll just fall down. So, you gotta find, like, you gotta jump on flat ground. But you gotta sort of move Mario back so he curves under it. Think about that think about that coin pipe in the original Super Mario Bros., where you gotta stand on the edge and then sort of fall and slide in. Now, this was suicide for the run as well. I decided to try this one, and this one is like, the Caged Island one for me. Basically, what happened there is that I screwed up and the penguin got on the ledge. Now, when the penguin gets on the ledge, that star is basically screwed for you. You're going to spend a lot of time grabbing him on the ledge and then sliding off the ledge, and then he's going to go back on the ledge because when you slide, you lose the penguin, and you're going to repeat that for a long time until by some miracle you actually get it, and it just wastes too much time, and it's very annoying. So I decided to skip it. So I'm only going to go into the Bowser star with the Bowser area with 9 stars instead of 10, but that's okay, because we've got a backup star in Lethal Lava Land. Now, usually I don't go to Lethal Lava Land. I only do the 1-star bomb on Battlefield, the 2 stars in Peach's Castle, Womp's Fortress, 2 stars in Cool Mountain, and then I go to Hazy Maze Cave. However, when I fuck up Little Penguin Lost, I have a nice little backup in Lethal Lava Land, a pretty quick star, and I'm pretty sure you all know what little quick star could be in Lethal Lava Land. Keeping in mind that I do not have the flying cap, so I cannot perform that interesting trick that you can do with hot log rolling. That if I do a 70-star run, I will be showing off, because that's a fun little star to get, hot log rolling. When I learnt about the trick on that star, I was so stoked to try it out, and I got it in like a couple attempts, and it was something of like pure magic. It was just so fun to do. But anyway, we're going to see the worst Bowser run in the history of the universe right now. Just to give you guys a cringe warning, I did fuck up this Bowser. Now, the hardest thing about Super Mario 64 for me, as, you know, should be expected, are the Bowsers. Now, I have practiced this game enough since I started speedrunning about 2-3 weeks ago, to usually get the Bowsers, or at least the first two, in one shot. But because the camera was on, or the screen recorder was on, obviously that's not what happened. And now you can stop cringing and look back at the screen, because I actually get it this time, don't worry. That's the beauty of doing post-commentary, is that you can actually, you know, tell people when the horrifying mistakes are over. Now, I'm really sorry for the people who aren't watching this in commentary, because the game audio is desynced. I don't know why, but the screen recorder I have, well, first of all, it's a miracle to get it to even work. But this is where you really notice that it's been slowly desyncing the entire time. It started off with the sound being perfectly synced, and by the end of this video, the sound will be like 2 seconds behind. And then you're going to hear a weird audio glitch, and then it's just going to die. But spoilers. So yeah, please ignore the desynced audio and just listen to my voice, because, my god, it's a bit distracting. And just think about it, I had to play with my TV muted, because I'm used to doing live commentaries, and I forgot to turn the volume on the TV, so I was going off the laptop sound, and, ugh. No, it's screwed up. It's screwed up. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion. I know, kid me would hate, adult me for saying this, but I really love Hazy Maze Cave. And, I don't know if that saves any time, but it's just really funny to watch Mario run really fast. With Zaris on fire. I like Hazy Maze Cave. It has got a lot of really fast stars. In fact, it's got 4 fast stars, 1 easy star that isn't exactly fast, it's more than 2 minutes long, but it's still nice, easy, and fun, and it also gets you the medal cap, and only 1 star that's kind of annoying, and that's the red coin star. And a lot of people, this stage is infamous for its 100 coin star. Personally, I don't see... I'm fucking this up. Sorry. Sorry guys, I fucked up the wall jumps. Personally, I don't see why the 100 coin star in this world gets such a bad rap. You don't need to, get those eyeballs on those really precarious, like, really thin sort of platforms to get the 100 coins. There's 100 coins without getting those eyeball guys. And when you figure that out, the 100 coin star in this world is a lot less... So, I never saw a problem with this one. In my personal opinion, you want to know the one world in Super Mario 64 I actually hate? Like, there are some that I'm like, about, and really don't want to play all the coins for, the stars for, but I'll tell you one world I hate, and that's Shifting Sandland. That world is designed by the devil himself, and there's something about Mario and desert levels, but they just rub me the wrong way. They put sand in my underwear and then kick my ass back to whatever world is before it, and Meadow World if you're playing New Super Mario Brothers, or Grass World. Whatever that one is. Boring starting tutorial world. But it's sand worlds, desert worlds, why? Mario games, they're so dull and boring. They're crap to look at, the gimmicks are usually bollocks, and it's just really not fun to play. And even in the 70-star runs that I do, I only get 2 quick stars in Shifting Sandlands, and then I'm the hell out of there. You cannot pay me to keep me there, man. But anyway, we're up to star 11, so we've only got 4 more stars to go before we get to the first real glitch, or trick, of this game. Sorry, I'm used to saying glitch, I can't imagine why. But yeah, we're going to go get a couple more really nice, really quick, sub 2 minute stars in Hazy Maze Cave. Well, they're really like sub minute 30, sub minute 20, sub minute 10 even, if you do them right. But, when I started doing speedruns, I always got the medal cap star, but I've taken the medal cap star out of my runs now. I used to justify getting the medal cap star and the medal cap for these 2 levels, but you really don't need the medal cap at all. And I have no idea why that didn't click in my mind when I started, but, yeah. Again, I only started 2 or 3 weeks ago speedrunning, so I'm still learning every day. I'm still learning one or two new tricks, sorry, every day. Like this trick coming up. Real simple trick, but it took me like 10 times to practice this level to sort of get it in my head. Wait a minute, what if I don't jump on the monkey bars and take that long climb across? What if I just long jump up to the star? And what would you know? It was easy to do. That one, I could have easily seen any speedrun video and anyone would have used it, but that was one I found out on my own. And another one I found out on my own, which is why I love the Worms Fortress clip I do so much, is the fence one. The long jumping past the ramp and clipping through the fence in Worms Fortress. I didn't watch a video for that, I found out on my own. And those sorts of tricks are really special to me, ones that I didn't find out by watching other people. Now, I really love the Lakitu skip at the start, but, you know, I had to find out about that through one video, and I had to watch a tutorial to find out how to do it for myself. But anyway, here's the last star we're going to get in Hazy Maze Cave, and basically we're going to go the same path. Pretty much verbatim. There might be a slightly faster way to get here than around this part. I think if you jump up to where that blue coin switch is and go left, it might be a bit faster. But, yeah, pretty much instead of going up that door, we're going to go up this door. And basically there'll be a star waiting for us as we jump up on this elevator. Now, there is a way to get through that gate that's blocking the star through backwards long jumps. However, you got to be really precise, and you only really get one shot at a backwards long jump at it, and my backwards long jumps aren't precise enough to do that yet, so I do it the normal way. I mean, hey, it's only like a minute long star, so... But anyway, we need 2 more stars. What are we going to do? Toad, help us! Thanks, buddy. Yeah, in case you didn't know, Toad gives you a free star. In fact, there are 3 free stars handed out by Toads, but we're only going to use 1 for this playthrough. But as you can guess, all 3 of those free star Toads are used in a 70-star run. Because, hey, free star. As you can imagine, they're some of the quickest stars in the game. Now, here we have the backup star. Usually I don't go to Lethal Lava Land, but because I screwed up Little Penguin last, we're gonna go and quickly do 8 coins and 8 coins in a 15-piece puzzle, I believe it's called. I wanted to go 8 coins amassed in a maze, but that is Rainbow Rise 8 coins, name, title. I'm not very good with the names of these stars, as you might have guessed. I'm working on them, but usually I just skip through them. And that should kind of tell you how desynced the audio is by now. It was... we were up to like this 8th red coin and it was making the noise of the 7th red coin, so... Time that however you want, you'll see how out of sync the audio is, which is really annoying. Okay, so here's the most annoying. Apart from the final Bowser fight, this is the most annoying part of the run. More annoying than the Little Penguin Lost part, more annoying than the actual clips and backwards long jumps and the whatnots. This is the most annoying part. Why is it annoying? Because if I didn't go to Lethal Lava Land, I could have come at the rabbit from another way, a way that I usually get it more often. The way I come from Lethal Lava Land is where the bunny's facing. Usually I go away from where the bunny's facing. And I would have caught it here if I had enough momentum with Mario, which also really sucks. Give me a minute, guys. I catch it eventually. Don't worry. Give me like 10 seconds. Okay, well, more like 5. There we go. Oh boy. I think those are a reference to Alice in Wonderland somewhere in the text I skipped. Someone will have to verify that for me. I never read the book or saw any of the cartoon, and I definitely didn't see the new one remade recently. So here's the first big clip. Now basically, take this bunny and pretty much shove his head against the wall, and then crouch with Mario. He'll glitch through the door. Now, this is very important. Make sure that you don't turn around standing up. You have to make sure you crawl to face the bunny. And if the bunny is in the perfect position, and Mario's in the perfect position after you crawl, you will pick up the bunny, turn around as Mario, and let go of the rabbit, and then go through the door. He'll be on the other side of the door, and you can take him past the basement. Now, do that trick again, where you slam his head against the wall, and then press Z to duck, and Mario will clip through. Now, be patient with this glitch, because it doesn't work all the time. As the hardest part of this glitch is when you're actually in the door. When you're in the door, and crouching is Mario. Sometimes you'll punch at the rabbit, and the rabbit, you just won't grab him. It's really annoying, but if you don't grab the rabbit, you can try and jump and sort of slightly maneuver Mario by going back into crawling and moving around. Never just move by walking. He will immediately open the door if you do that, and you'll have to do it all again. So don't do that. If you're punching and you can't grab the rabbit, sometimes it's best to go through the door and try and reposition the rabbit slightly so that you can try and grab him. Sometimes that'll just be quicker than trying to move around in the door and punching at him. Now here's where the desync of the music actually screwed up my gameplay. I'm used to listening for Mario's like swimming noises, but because I was listening to desynced audio, I couldn't do that, and so Mario's swimming is a tad slower than I usually do. That's the only thing I'll actually blame on the desync of audio. I know that I fuck up stars a lot, I know that I fuck up sort of tactics on my own, but that's the only one that I actually blame the desync on, is the swimming. And that only kills like 3 to 6 seconds, I would say, of not swimming perfectly, so it's not much, but again, I'm trying to save up for those seconds that I lost on that very first star in Pum Battlefield. But anyway, from this point on, we're not collecting any more stars! Hooray! We only gotta fight 2 more Bowsers, and then we're done, with the run. So, yeah, let's just quickly get to Bowser. Number 2, I mean. Well, number 3 as well. I mean, we're not gonna slow down after we beat Bowser 2, but you know what I mean. By the way, this pole, the second biggest dick move of this run. For some reason, I'm having a horrible time with this pole. Also, whenever I want Mario to move to the left, he just moves to the right. Mario always moves the opposite way I want him, no matter which way I turn the control stick. That's something I actually have to practice more than some of these tricks, is getting Mario to turn on the pole. Turn that into whatever trick you want. Now, you can't just wall jump back and forth on these, but, you know, I've never really done it efficiently, so me just hitting myself along those is just sort of screwing around while the elevator drags me up anyway. So, I mean, if I get it, I get it, but if I don't, the elevator's going up anyway, so there's no loss. No risk, but there is some reward if I do it right. Those are the best kind of tricks. Now, because of all that fucking around on the pole, I accidentally screwed up. Now, this entire level's on a universal timer. The poles go up and down, as does this thing, as well as the lava spreading up and down on those triangular things. When you get to the pole the first time, usually that will be high, and you'll be racing before it gets lower than this platform here. But because I screwed up the pole so many times, it actually screwed up this, the synchronization, and I got there at a really bad time. But I'm gonna make up for it with some fancy tricks right here. So, yeah. Anyway, here we are at the second Bowser. Let's hope this goes better. Warning, it only goes slightly better. You know, oddly enough, I've always dreaded the final Bowser, and in fact, I never beat the final Bowser in my life until, like, a month ago. And I've been playing this game since I was, like, I want to say 3 or 4? But in this run, it's not the Bowser that gives me trouble. I will say though, I've beaten the final Bowser in my life a total of like 6 or 7 times. Ever. In fact, I have my own category of 70-star runs that the timer stops when you get 70 stars, not when you go and beat the final Bowser. So, I have my one time for 70 stars without Bowser, my time for stars with Bowser. And, yeah, the times are drastically different, because the last time I did a 70 star with Bowser was a long time ago, back when I would do it in over 2 hours, and, you know, obviously my 70 star run has gotten below 2 hours now. So, it's at like 1 hour 40 something, whilst the with Bowser runs at like 2.5 hours or something insane like that, when I first started. But anyway, we've gotten the key. Now, I was going to show you something, but then I realized it's probably not the best idea since I am on the timer. Basically, if you go to that door, it'll say, you need 30 stars. You need, 14 more stars before you can exit. So basically, it won't let you out once you've clicked your way back in. So basically, you have to enter the world again and then exit level. This will take you back to the foyer, and you can now go to the second floor. Yippee! But we're not going to do any of the stars on the second floor. Instead, we're going to clip through the stairs like that. All you got to do is double jump nearest to the pole where I double jumped. And that will hook you onto the staircase. And here we have the first backwards long jump glitch. It takes me a while to get this, so sorry about that. Basically, in case you haven't watched anyone else explain it, when Mario backwards long jumps, he can clip on the stairs, so like each of these stairs is an individual layer, which means he can end up back jumping on every single stair, which means he'll do like 30, if there's 30 little stairs there, he'll do 30 backwards long jumps. And every time he does a backwards long jump, it gets faster and faster, and the game doesn't check his speed when he's moving backwards, so Mario can move at an indefinite speed. He can move as fast as he wants on these stairs until the stairs run out. And I almost got it there. The worst thing you can do is hit one of those columns, because then Mario just sort of runs, like, all his momentum comes back to him, and he'll just run on the spot for a while. I think I get it here. So yeah. There we go! And now we're through. So now we got to do that again. Now this one is much easier, because you've got an unlimited amount of stairs to work with, so you can just keep doing it until you get it right. I kind of fuck up the trick here, so it doesn't look as cool. But I guess the job done, alright? Don't judge me. So basically we're going to run up a good enough distance, and then we're going to continue going, like so. Mario's at a really weird angle, which is why I'm not getting it fast enough. You want to make sure he's somewhere in the center, but yeah, basically we do that. And then I kind of got caught here, but it's alright, because I broke the endless staircase anyway, so you know what, it works. It's not flashy like the rest of them, but it worked. And that's all that matters. But there you go, and that is how you get to the final Bowser with only 16 stars. If anyone has any questions about, you know, specifics of how I do these sorts of tricks, leave a comment or a message. I will be happy to answer it and explain it in the fullest detail that I am able to, or I can do an individual video going into a lot of detail on these on these one specific tricks. Not really simple tricks, they do take a while to, they do take some time to learn. I only picked it up really quickly because, you know, I've been playing this game all my life, so... And there are some tricks I still haven't picked up, so I should just shut up. I've always wanted to learn how to do the, what's that trick now? The bomb the behind Chain Chomp's gate trick. Never been able to do that bomb trick. It's really annoying. You know, one day I might learn it, but until then, just, I've watched some people do it, and I've tried to replicate it, but no one's actually explained what you have to do, so I've never sort of done it. I have found no tutorials. Now, a lot of people can just, you know, do this without the elevator. I like to have the elevator there just for safety. As I mentioned before, the final Bowser and the final Bowser level, I hated, and I never did as a kid. I would get the stars, and then I would stop. I still do that in my speedrun sometimes, well, most of the times, because I don't like this level. I am getting better at it than I was as a kid. It was absolutely horrifying watching me play this as a kid, but even now, it's really annoying. It's slow, and most importantly, I fuck up a lot. I don't fuck up here, in this run, thankfully, and good thing for you guys, because you don't have to watch me work my way all the way back up again. I do this, you know, first try. But, surprisingly enough, this is where I fuck up the most. This jump between these two revolving platforms. Don't ask me why, just that simple jump seems to get me the most. Also, these Goombas are actually more ash-holish than they would appear, because if you actually hit one of them, they'll keep bumping you backwards, and because of the wind, you won't be able to, you know, retaliate in time, and they'll just keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you until you fall off the edge, and it's really annoying. But anyway, here's the final Bowser. I saved all my Bowser defeating skills for this one Bowser. So all the fuck-ups that we saw in Bowser 1 and 2, they were just the fuck-ups that I was going to do here, but I spent them on those two, so I would get a pretty good run here. Look how good I am! Oh dear. All this and more is the reason why I didn't get a sub 35 minute. Now, I do believe that the record is sub 20 minutes. Obviously, I'm never going to get sub 20 minutes. I would like to get sub 30 minutes, But I'll have to get really lucky one of these days on both the Bowser throws and the rabbit glitch, because those are the hardest part of this for me. So I'd have to get pretty lucky. The rabbit is pretty much luck-based. Even people who have practiced it for ages can still get fucked up on the rabbit part. And that's the one time I failed this Bowser. Sorry guys! Don't worry, I'll try and get him here. Good one, Mario. Alright. And... time is when I grab the final star. Although we already know the time, so what's it matter? And there we go, that's time. 35 minutes and 19 seconds. Someone at home can, you know, actually time that and see if it did take 35 minutes and 19 seconds, but that's the time I'm going with. That's the time it's set on my video editor, so that's what I'm going with. Usually I have a stopwatch on my lap, but I don't do that when I'm actually recording because of how finicky everything is and because of how it interferes with the laptop, the phone. Although now I'm thinking about it, I'm not doing live commentary, so that doesn't really matter. So, this is where the desync gets to horrendous levels, so I apologize, and I really have no other tricks to talk about, because this is all a cutscene. Sorry guys, but yeah. Hopefully I come back with another 16-star run. They're fun to do. They're nice and short. They're less than 40 minutes, even if you have a terrible run, so, you know, it's cool. And I really want to get that sub 35 minutes, and my new goal of sub 33 minutes, slowly chipping away at that time. I think if I don't fuck up as much, avoid the little lost penguin, since I now know that I don't need to do it, to get some nice certain fast stars. A lot of fuck-ups in this one. 4 misses with the Bowser throw, the little lost penguin, the clipping through Wump's fortress, and getting hit by chain jump. 7 fuck-ups, so if I bring it down to 5, you can get to sub 35. Also, yay! Desynced. Oh well. It's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario.
It's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario.
We have to do something special for you. Come on, get the lines right. It's only when you see that you realize how Mario's nose, it really is gigantic. Like, he's human. Everyone else here is human. But his nose is the one that's like a tumor. Like, I mean... Oh, by the way, here's where the here's where my recording system went a bit haywire. Haywire, sorry. It's trying to play... What it's trying to do is it's trying to play the track in time with it, but the track that's 2 seconds behind is trying to come in as well. So if you listen closely, you're getting this nice smooth music in the background that's going with the video, and we're also getting this sort of choppy lag music that's the audio that was 2 seconds behind. This is why I did my first, like, 5 individual star runs with my camera pointed at the TV, because until now I actually couldn't even get audio or video at all with my screen recorder. This is the first time I was able to get audio or video, so you know what? I'll take some desync, because this is still better than when I was pointing my phone at the TV to record my individual star runs. I'm kind of sad with those individual star runs, because there was one I did that was 1 second away from the Power World record. And I really want to get the Power World record on Chill the Bully. The Power World record is, I think, 15 seconds, and I got 16. Now, most of you might be saying, but the record is like 13 or 12. That's NTSC. I'm talking PAL, the European version. So, yeah. Basically, I want to do that, but I want to have it actually screen recorded. Unlike the 16 one, which was pointed at the TV. It was like 5 or 6 like that. Is it actually going to get so bad that it's going to crash before the credits end? So I'm really sorry, so I'm just going to have to say it for you, because you're not going to be able to hear Mario say it, which is sad, but Just assume that Mario says, "Thank you so much for playing my game." Unfortunately, we don't get to hear the magnificent Charles Martinet say it, but, hey. My screen recorder was not cooperating, so... Leslie Swan. Now, interestingly, she was Peach in that cutscene. She was also Peach in Mario Kart 64, but she was never Peach for anything else. She is, however, one of the, directors in Mario. But anyway, it crashed, so thank you so much for watching my speedrun. And I will see you guys for a 70-star run, or an individual star record, or an improved 16-star record. But until then, thanks guys, and I will see you later. TheGlitched64, out of here. Bye-bye.